Hi everybody. Today we're going to learn how to find the circumference of a circle. Now, here is a circle and I've already drawn the diameter going all the way across. And again, if I were to go from the center down, that would be called the radius. So all the way across is called the diameter and halfway across is called the radius. Now, to find the circumference, here's the formula. Circumference equals pi times d. Pi times the diameter. So when we talk about circumference, it's basically like finding the perimeter of other shapes. So circumference means we're going to find the distance all the way around the circle. Okay, we're not finding the area on the inside, we're finding the distance all the way around the circle. So if you were going to have a garden and you wanted to make you wanted to know how much wiring or wood to buy for a fence to go around it, this would help you figure that out. All right, so let's, I'm going to put in a number right here. I'm going to write that this distance right here from the center out is 8 feet. All right, so this from here to here is 8 feet. So looking at the circle, I know that my radius is 8, and I can figure out my diameter. If from the center out is 8, and the center out is 8, then 8 plus 8 would be 16. So the diameter would be 16. From the center to the outside, so only half of it is 8, which means all of the diameter would be 16. Okay, and then we just plug it into the formula. Circumference equals pi times d. Now the variable right here is d, that's for diameter, and we already found that, it's 16. So the circumference would equal 16 pi, and the unit is feet. Now in this case, we do not square it, because it's not area. In area, you square it, but in normal distance, I know it's 16 times pi feet, and that would be the answer. Now that would be an exact answer, so this would be exact, because it uses pi, the whole number. So this is an irrational number. It goes on and on forever. And it is, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I never memorize it. So this number right here is 3.14285714285. So it just keeps on going and going. And actually, that's a rounded estimated number. But it's a long, long number and it never ever stops. So if they want an exact answer, you keep it in because that uses all the digits of pi. Now, if they want you to estimate, you would change the equal sign to like approximately. It's kind of like two little wavy lines like that. It means around about that number. And instead of pi, you would write 3.14, which is the rounded number for that huge, big irrational number. Now, what we're going to do now is do 16 times, parentheses mean times, because there's no plus sign outside. So 16 times 3.14, let me do that on a calculator real quick. And we get, the circumference is around about, because we estimated this, 50.24. And again, we need our unit, and it would just be feet. And that would be an estimated answer. It's not exact, because we rounded. Okay, so there are two answers to find the distance around a circle. Oops, sorry. The distance around the circle is called circumference. Here's the formula. Circumference equals pi d. You just plug in the diameter, or if they give you the radius, you just have to double the radius. Here is the exact answer, and if you want to plug in 3.14, that will give you the estimated answer. Now, sometimes you'll see this as the formula, and other times you might actually see C equals 2 pi r. A lot of people grew up using this as the formula for circumference, but it really is the same thing. Because if I have 2 radius, or 2 radii, if I have 2 radius in the circle, that equals 1 diameter. So it's the same thing. It's pi times d, or pi times 2 of the radius would be 1d. This, I think, is a little bit easier to memorize because the one with the r in it typically is the area. So I like using this one. Area equals pi r squared. So I don't use this one because for me, it always used to confuse me with the r's, like which one was which. So now I just use circumference equals pi d and area equals pi r squared, and then you know how to do it. And last thing is, don't forget, area is the inside. Okay, so that will have a unit that's squared, and circumference is just the distance around the circle. All right, and that's it.